Hey there, are you trying to implement companion planting into your garden but haven't quite figured out a simple strategy to do so? Well, today I'm going to hopefully introduce you to one that'll do just that, and that's what I like to call the triple threat combos of companion planting. And that is simply 3 plants that benefit each other to hopefully maximize more growth. Ideally, a veggie, an herb, and a flower. So if this is your first time here, my name's Cody, always happy to have you. Let's get into it. Now, of course, the first one up is going to be our marigolds, basil, and tomatoes. This is my absolute favorite combination, the very first one I think of when I think about triple threat combos. Now, the reason I'm so big on the marigolds is because we all know they've found to have a mutually beneficial relationship with the tomatoes. Now, marigolds are especially cool because they contain a compound called alpha-terphenol, if I pronounced that right, which actually repels nematodes, which are microscopic worms that actually eat at the roots of the tomato plants. So marigolds and tomatoes and basil are a fantastic combination because basil not only repels pests, but it actually has been known to enhance the flavor of the tomatoes. So I've got a few different basil plants planted down through here with the tomatoes. I like to keep the marigolds down on the ends because they can also act as a trap crop, which we can get into in a whole nother video. But this is probably my #1 favorite triple threat combo is tomatoes, basil, and marigolds. Now the next one I want to talk about, which I've been really happy with, are actually the petunias and the peppers. Good triple threat combo is petunias, peppers, and oregano if you want to use an herb. I always like to plant onions along with my peppers. These petunias have been fantastic. So I did petunias, peppers, and onions, which are just about done actually. All right, so my third one is going to be sage, broccoli or brassicas, and lavender. This is a fantastic triple threat combo. Kind of like the basil, the sage not only helps repel the pests, but it actually helps improve the flavor quality of your brassicas, your broccoli, and your cabbages. So this definitely gets a thumbs up for me and makes my top 3 in my triple threat combos. All right, so next on the list, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, I'm actually letting this purslane come in here. It's a weed, but purslane is actually very, very healthy for you, so I'm gonna let this fill in as a ground cover amongst the veggies. But the third one here is actually chives, which is kind of blending in with the purslane, so I don't know if you can, the camera's gonna pick it up, but we have chives, and we have bee balm along with our squash. You could also plant some borage, and that is a fantastic combination for squash. The chives will help repel the pests. The bee balm and the borage will actually help bring in the pollinators, which are essential for your squash. So that would be the next one on the list, is going to be chives, bee balm, and squash has worked fantastic here. All right, guys, well, hopefully that gave you a little bit of inspiration, gave you a few ideas so that you can implement some companion planting strategies into your garden, maybe even the triple threat combos that I mentioned today. If you want to dive a little bit deeper, you can check out this video right here. We'll see you all in the next one.